Here's the children's apparel, and what's for mommies here?
All the jewelry that you see down here.
And where's that from?
Our stones are from Brazil. We design our jewelry, and we have a silversmith who puts things together in Brazil. Real pretty. They're all sterling silver settings.
And when you say we, you're referring to?
My sister-in-law and I, Elizabeth.
Well, this is Sister Act?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for your organization?
Not yet. We made a name. I'm Karaoke. I have a name, but we haven't had a joint name. We're still thinking. She's Aunt Little Bits on her smocking. Isn't that cute? That was Lisa's name for her. She couldn't say Elizabeth. So she said, we always remind her of this because she's so perfect now, you see. She at one point not be able to do something. Yes, that she said Aunt Little Bits. We want to show you the extent of our wares. We also have the. Can you get this on? You need to have a baby for a present. That's cute. Let me see. That's very pretty. Whoops. I need to see the color. Pinafore's cute. Isn't it good to see that? Oh, that's pretty. I can't see anybody not using that because it looks good on the gold chain too, even if she doesn't wear it. Still, don't you think?
Yeah.
A lot of people are buying this putting them on gold chain. Oops.
Are you ready to Joyce? You ready?
Excuse me.
Oh, good. And then you hang it dry, and I'll show you. I have one of these neat brushes, and you just brush it. I'll show you. I would suggest to buy hand, because they're hand woven. And this you can wear both.
No, they get tremendous.
I think it's gorgeous. The only price. Remember that.
They're like white, white, black.
Everybody's thinking
Mickey Mouse. One day, Mickey was trying to hurry.
Okay, this is a sandwich making department out here?
Well,
This is the,
well, it's the soup kitchen and the pie dispensary.
What are you working on now, Carmen?
tomatoes. We run out of all these good things to put on our sandwiches.
Oh, I see. That's for the salad bar, huh?
Right. The fixins bar.
What are you putting together?
Oh, I think this is just ham on white, so somebody can garnish it out yonder. And, oh no,
Ham on white.
and I guess we, well, since this is in-house, I can use some of
Okay.
You're the sandwich making team?
No, Marge was actually.
Marge?
Yeah, Marge McCall.
Oh,
Let's get her, because
I want to know what your philosophy is when you make the sandwich. How do you know how much to put in?
what do you think would satisfy you?
no, that isn't right, because what would satisfy me is not what we're selling. I would put, Dad would.
Okay, what are you making now?
Ham. Let me check. Notice we use our hands.
Shall
We only know how to use, I don't want to put the dime, but we only know how to use our hands.
All right. So what's going into this one?
This is going to be turkey and ham, which is a combination we haven't made yet today, but it's special for the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm glad he's going to record my beautiful voice.
There's nothing I don't know that,
I'm shopping.
I've got my stuff on the other room. I've got a bag out in the,
I love her design.
this is Jackie.
Yeah.
What is this?
These are gift.
I think we need to
She has the name
And
of
she-
the plant and the commission.
Did she make them herself?
Yes,
you think?
yes. She designs them and prints them.
I didn't know that. And one of these note cards?
Yeah.
Thank you for
Excuse me,
explaining
gals.
that to me.
Can I interrupt just a minute here?
Sure.
Pat, this holiday shop is such a fabulous institution. Can you give me a little background on the organization behind it?
You mean Helen or Pauline?
No, the organization that's behind all
She
of
asked
it.
Which Pat are you
Pauline
talking
or
to?
Helen?
Oh, Helen.
All right. The organization that's behind it,
Yeah.
it usually starts during the present holiday shop. We're already talking 1987.
Yeah.
We start thinking about how we could have set it up better.
But who's we?
Now, that's the committee of the whole.
And who's the committee of the whole?
Well, everybody you look at in this room that's wearing one of these things has had something to do with this bazaar.
Yeah. But is
either
it
in the-
essentially the women's group or?
It's essentially the women's group. Until it comes to happen, and then it's the whole telephone directory of the church
Yeah.
that does the rest of it.
Yeah.
That brings it off and helps the bakers, the people who can't be participating in the actual setting up and that sort of thing, bake like mad and supply the country kitchen, or make pickles, or make whatever.
Whatever.
So the planning for one
Or buy
begins.
cheese or pecans
Yeah.
by the thousands and weigh them and package them.
Yeah, what was your
So
question?
your planning begins when?
Now,
And what we do after this thing will have happened, the last thing is tomorrow night at 3 o'clock. We close it up, and holiday 1986 is a thing of the past, except for the cleanup and the payoff. And then Betty Barron spends a week or so balancing books and that sort of thing. And then she gives us the word of what we probably did. And then we start thinking about next year, but we have a critique in January.
When did the work on this year's production
In
begin?
January of 1986.
And
January
then what
1986.
happened?
We have workshops once a week, and the quilters start planning the quilt. They start designing and planning the quilt. We start talking about workshops. What kind of thing can we make? What didn't we make enough of this last year? Well,
that's it. That's it.
What didn't we make
then
enough of?
Then we start trying out craft ideas.
Right.
Seeing whether we like to make them primarily.
Some of the things that we've made they bomb out, but they're fun things. We made a lot of stencil boxes this year, but it was mainly a learning a craft thing, learning how to do something. You got started making it, but then Pauline ended up on the meadow so much with the flowers that made up all those gorgeous wreaths. So she didn't get to do the craft.
That's right.
That's right. But so it builds and the momentum comes, and always 2 weeks before holiday shop we said, oh, we should have made more of these.
Right.
Because our stuff sells out.
And
Good
then
stuff.
would we end up with a big dinner tomorrow night?
That's what I understand.
And where's it going to be this year?
This year it'll be at the Mustache. Elaine is collecting names from people. Anyone who has anything to do with holiday shop is invited to come or encouraged to come, and we go there and someone else does the cooking. We don't do it.
Right.
And that's about it. And we're taking wagers now for what we're going to make. Last year we had a net profit, I think, of $10,500.
And what's your guess this
And
year?
I think we're going to go to 12,000 this year, but Tess Anderson says 13 or 14 wouldn't surprise her.
Wow.
Wonderful.
So what do you think?
Oh,
You've seen the traffic.
Yes, it's been heavy.
Yeah.
This is
So
the first of 2 days, and it's been much heavier than I expected. Don't you think it was heavier than
Oh,
last year?
I do.
Yeah.
And
we all think it, I mean, people think that it's Elaine Brunez. She went out to all the other bazaars in the area and put slips on the car windows telling about this one.
Well, here we are behind the scenes in the minister's office. And Betty, what do you call this department?
The office is what I've always called it. I don't know what else you would call it.
No, your organization here. You're the business the accountants, the money changers?
I don't know. We've never had a name. 40, 60, 70, 80,
How about the financial network?
90. Yeah, okay.
Are you counting or just sorting, Naomi?
Counting.
Okay, I'm counting.
Oh, okay, I won't ask any more questions then.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So we want the, oh,
And do I understand you have couriers who go to the bank every so
Yes,
often?
yes, and also collect money from the various cashiers every so often.
Well, I think Jan and Jeff want to go to Paris in June. So I think Baby said she would like to come and stay with us. She does. I was at the
No, remember there's another church one, but we gotta go up to the variety store.
Nothing else to do, so she'll come down and where's Sills?
be on tape.
I can.
Really good? Let me try this way. So I get your face.
We can be awful clean, we have such a good work.
Hook up in the nose on the clown. still have a lot of things to do.
There's still a lot of things to do here. That's right.
I want to come back.
You want your face painted? Okay.
Can't understand you. Can you go back over this way again? Turn to how we were here a little bit. That's good. That's good.
How many chickens do you need, Dog?
Now what I need to do is look up here. Almost done here. Okay, you want to take a look?
Smile for me.
Okay. Do you want to get painted?
You don't want this? Hi, how are you? How's your fish?
I'm
Gonna get your face painted?
We did at Cherry Farm.
Did? Well, I wish I had the... A skeleton?
I think probably black circles, outline.
Oh, imagine that. Look. Okay. One more try. One more try.
I've got 6 more chickens to have.
And then you get a prize. You don't do it like that. Just throw a try.
Because there's so many different activities down there, crafts and games and things. Do I get $2.50 for each kid? Give me $5. Or start slower and see if they like the stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, how many would you like? I'll start with $3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There's $3 worth of tickets. Okay. Both sides are a ticket. So you tear them up into their little coins.
Should we get a raffle too?
$1, and I'll put 5 chances in for you, so that way you can go bowling and have pizza.
You want to do that?
Okay. I need $1 for that, and I'll put your name in 5 times.
Maybe we'll win something.
Elvis.
Okay.
Elvis. Elvis.
Matt Jackson, what's the organization that's behind all of this?
What you're looking at here, Ken, is the result of a year of work by the Every Thursday Women's Group. They start in January planning the quilt and work together as a committee of the whole to design, plan, and work off the quilt. And that works all year long. Until about August or September, the quilt is done. In the meantime, every Thursday of our lives, the women are working up in the mansion on projects that reflect all of the things you see on the table here and at the other end of the room.
Now the quilt is up here on the
other end of the wall, right.
And how many hours do you suppose they spent on that?
I couldn't tell you because I'm not a quilter. I'm one of the admirers of the quilters. But I think there must be at least a dozen women who have worked on it since January. Betty Byrne is the honcho, and Jane Kofler is one of the big design people too. They work together in planning it. This year it's called the Variable Star. Each of the patterns is identical in squares, patches, but it gives a different visual effect because the color changes. Their names are embroidered around the edge also. All the workers have their names stitched in the sides. We call the Every Thursday Women's Group because that's when we meet, and that became a way to identify ourselves.
You break down into specialties, don't you, when you work on Thursdays?
Some people are not workers. They come for socialization and conversation and will help with anything that they're asked to do. Others are brainstormers and bring the ideas in to us, and will lead workshops. We have kitchen specialty people too. Carmen Schwimmer leads the kitchen brigade, and they're the ones that produce all the chutneys and the Boursin cheese that our country kitchen is famous for. They also bake in September, October, November, they're baking every Thursday, putting it in the freezer. And the week of holiday shop, they're making peanut brittle, fudge, I can't think of all the products that they make, but many, many, many.
Okay, and this whole thing comes to a climax tonight. What happens tonight?
After we break this all down, I think you probably photographed the room. You've got 50 area consigners who will check out at 3 o'clock. Between 3 and 3:30, 4 o'clock, they'll be checked out, paid off, and then our cleanup crew comes in here and they take everything down. It took us a week to put it together. And in about an hour and a half, this efficient crew comes in and takes it down and sets up for Sunday services tomorrow. And tomorrow afternoon, the shelter program will be coming in, the cots and so forth, and because we house the shelter program for Thanksgiving week. Tonight, you asked about tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight, we traditionally go to a local restaurant, and everybody that wants to get together and anticipate what we've done for ourselves, go to and break bread together, and might even sip a glass of wine, and anticipate a wonderful result. Last year, holiday shop netted over $10,500.
What's your guess for this year?
Well, my guess is we're going to go over 12, but other people are more optimistic than that. Betty Barron says, don't think about the money, it's the people. I couldn't agree more. But the money this year helped us buy a copying machine that has made all of our lives so much easier. And so if we can do things like that to enhance and embellish our program, I'm for it. I don't care about saying, let's take a bet. Here goes Betty.
Okay, good. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Amen. Amen.
The foods, Van Blanc, you've been there, and there's a map. Welcome to Holiday Shop. The foods, half goods, breads are in the other building, and there's a map. Oh, I already had it. Oh, dear. Good morning. Welcome to Holiday Shop. The foods are in the other building. I'm just telling you so you'll know to go there.
I said I don't need anything yet, but... Oh, he's for real.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
In the kitchen party. Yeah, right. What's the matter? Oh, really? This matter.
Oh, yes. Well, that and perhaps, and it's very odd that if somebody asks her a direct question or make a direct comment, she can respond to that, but if she initiates the conversation herself, it's very odd. And also, something is connecting and something isn't, it's unusual when somebody, they don't know the answers. And a lot of it has been very confrontational, and I'm not a confrontational person, but I've had to confront, with doctors and nurses and hospitals and, Let me go help this lady over there. Well, this is not.
How about a cutting board?
These are my kind of ties.
Yeah, these are really, good.
That's all right. It's a good spot.
So glad I found her here at the babysitter for me.
us something about your products you have for sale?
Sure. My name is Clara Padilla.
Yes.
And I sell handicrafts from Ecuador, South America.
Okay, now what kinds?
I have textiles and also I have some Bredo ornaments. I have magnets and pins and Bredo ornaments.
Yeah.
And a nativity scene.
Right.
And I also have, well, I only have one wreath left. That one I made.
Yes.
The rest are all textiles, ponchos, guanas, different kinds of scarves, and hand-knitted sweaters.
Who makes these?
Various people there. For example, the Otavalo Indians make the ponchos and the guanas. They are skilled weavers.
And how much does that one cost?
This one is 45 and the guanas are 29.
Very good. And on over here is what?
Here are sweaters and some vests. These are made by different artisans. They're starting from my niece. No? She has a good group of friends who knits, and she would do that. And these scarves are also done by the Otavalo Indians. Actually, that's it. And here, the bread ornaments I made by some Indians in a very small community of Ecuador called Calderon, where they have been doing this for generations.
Very good. Now, you've been here at Holiday Shop before, haven't you?
No, this is the first time.
This is your
first time? This is the first time, and I learned about this by I think Pat Jackson sent me a card. She was, well, I think a friend of mine knew Pat Jackson. She recommended me here. And Pat Jackson called me, and I was at the beginning I was not so sure because I had another show, and then I decided to come here, and I'm glad because people have loved my things.
Oh, very good. You've had good business then.
I think so, yes. We'll know at the end of the day. But I think, yes, we have sold very well.
Hope you come back again.
Thank you. I think I will. These are friends. No, it's different. This is Jackie's first.
I love her display thing though.
But we will stir them up, so it doesn't necessarily mean the top one's going to be all I consider myself too recognize that. First thing is two little cute Elfie ornaments. We guaranteed a non-reader. Dara, do you read? She doesn't even talk.
Got one.
Get one. And the winner of the Two Little Elves is Mary Cropper, C-R-O-P-P-E-R. Mary, congratulations. Right on the back of the ticket. Right there, right there. Item number 2. I'm certainly glad no one was here that was disappointed. Number 2 is an assortment of beautiful handmade ornaments.
By busy little hands.
By busy little hands for the holiday season. They're really kind of cute. They're very cute. All right, now, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. One more winning ticket for the little ornaments. And the winner is Alice Copa, C-O-P-P-A, 4th Hunt Road, Alexandria. Close, if not near. I sold that ticket. You sold that ticket? Oh, that's all for these people here. How many got your tickets today? about a whole bunch. Oh, one of my favorites. For the nosegay, item number 3. Her mama's telling her to go way to the bottom. Anita Guthrie. Anita Guthrie, who lives in Alexandria. 22309. That's close. Let's get this stirred. Okay. Item number 4. Yes, I mean, I like it. You can sit on your mantle any day. What? We only had one that I knew of. A bowl singer. Know anybody in the bowl singer family? Susan and bogle singer. You know, she's coming. She's coming. Okay, she gets the cute little elf on the dog. Not the quilt yet. There are others with that same name in here. Okay, next item. Next item we have. Thank you. That's what I have. Wait, is this? There's 2. Okay. Oh, good sakes, we better have 6 and 7, right? No. Quilted pillar number 1 is this one. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. I couldn't quilt anything, let alone a pillow. Okay, here we go. Winner of pillow number 1. All the way in. Linda Foster. Quilted pillow number 2 with the ruffles on the edges. I mean, not only quilting, you get ruffles. Is that Jess Foster? Okay, we'll get those down next time. This is Lillian Dufrance. Oh, Lillian Dufresne. Dufresne. More of these kind of My husband did that. I didn't even know it. Oh, congratulations, and she's got beautiful dolls with China heads.
Yeah, I never imagine having lunch.
Now the gingerbread house. Oh, wait. To be continued. The gingerbread house is going to be drawn next, and then the quilt.
What about now?
I mean, my helpers get confused in all the excitement. Now, it doesn't go on anybody's door. I mean, even I like this, and I'm not into artsy craftsies. There you go, dear. Oh, what a good helper. Mary Lou Rank, R-A-N-C-K. We'll call. Congratulations to Mary Lou. Gingerbread house. Okay. Kids. Have your coupons ready? No. You didn't buy a chance for gingerbread. You got a little brown gingerbread house.
I'll have numbers on.
You're all good. Here's for the gingerbread house. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yes. Mix them up.
Read the numbers and make it suspense.
Mel Fox.
Oh, the Mel Fox. He should have got on the day.
Mel Fox. You want me to go get him? Go get him. Go get him. There's one.
We don't know yet. That's for the gingerbread. But the build up to it, we're still doing raising the pillow. I thought I was going to win there because I didn't want it.
We're going to take all these tickets and put them back in the Santa Claus bucket because we wanted to have extra stirring and extra chances. Here we go. Oh, but we're going to mix there a bit. Get them out of here.
They're all separated because some of my...
Yeah, definitely.